What about this? Hello? Is this better? Is this better? Hi. Hi there. I'm just testing my audio if it's working now. Edit audio avatar. This avatar will be used when your camera is off. Okay. Hi there. Welcome to our live stream. So I started reviewing the stocks, but good thing. Thanks, Don. He mentioned there was no audio, but may I know? Yay! It's working now. All right. So please bear with me. This is my first time to use this, and thanks, David, for confirming. Okay. I think we could start from the beginning. Okay. Just by the way, go ahead and drop a comment if you'd like me to review your requested stocks. But let me go ahead and go back to the few stocks that I already reviewed. Okay, let me get started here. So I said PSEI. PSEI, we managed to cross the MA20 level, so we're now much higher. So I think that with enough volume and foreign buying, look at that volume here spiking up. So that's a good sign. We might have some more movements going up, and once we do that, then chances are our stocks in the index are also going to move higher. Okay. And then the next one I reviewed, so I was reading the comments from our viewers, and thank you guys for taking the time to really share your thoughts and requests, because I definitely read them all and I prioritize those in my daily reviews. And normally I would just record, but today I'm trying out a new live stream option. It's really convenient. I did not use the OBS Studio, so that was my tool when I do live stream. So right now, it's just browser based now. So I can also check this out later. But I talked about AGI earlier. AGI. I said that 589 would be our support level. We had a slight increase in the price, which is a good trigger. We officially crossed the MA20 line, so that's a good sign. We might have some more movements going up. It's just that people took profit and brought the price back to the support level, which is really good because now people will have the opportunity to get in at a cheaper level. But overall, the overall sentiment in AGI for me is really going to go up. It used to be a support here and a resistance at the same time. And once we are able to break that, then your resistance is now the new support. There. Hi. Nice to see you guys engaging in our live stream. Okay. So Rex, hello. And David wanted us to check Meg. If you can check out Meg, that would be great. Use your reviews to confirm my own analysis. Very good perspective, David. So I like that you're watching our videos, but at the end of the day, the main objective is for us to skill ourselves. And whatever you hear here is just a mere validation of what you have already done, which is your own analysis. Okay, love this comment. So we'll talk about Meg. David, what's your indicator? What indicators do you use? So what I can see here from Meg is that still I'd like to plot this level as our key support area. And at the same time, you are still within the downtrend channel, which is right here. We'll change the color to green. So I mean, let's use this as your resistance. Now, this is, I believe this is a descending triangle, right? So currently your MA20 line, and still recognizing that level. This is your MA20 in the Bollinger Band. We're using this as the resistance level. Now, in some occasions, as you can see here, there's a slight overshoot going up, and then we plotted our declining trend line there for our resistance. So you might also experience the same later on when the price goes higher. You might see that. Now, your indication or the key indicator that you are now about to face a brand new wave to the upside is when it breaks this price level. Now, just in any case, price brings you back to the 2.90. For me, that is currently the nearest support for this stock. So if you would like to still get in, try to observe how the market is performing or reacting as it goes near the 2.90 level. Okay, so that's the nearest support there. Insights sa APX and gold, price today, kung ano effect tomorrow. Okay, sige Rex, I'll check that out. Yon. So that's for you, David. I hope I was able to somehow give some insightful thoughts around Meg. Yun. So let's see, tingnan natin. And could you please teach us on how to use Bollinger Band in layman's term? Sige. So, when I review these talks, I try to insert bite-sized learnings and strategies on how we can trade using Bollinger Band. So I so because Bollinger Band measures the volatility. So pag minsan so okay, let me go ahead and check out ano first. APX for example. So one strategy we might see something here. Ooh, there's a gap down. Okay, so in the Bollinger Band, there are so many settings here, but very straightforward. The center line, so this is composed of three lines, right? So minsan, yung Bollinger Band is very constricted, like this one, but iba ang color. So very constricted. It's so slim. Okay, and then all of a sudden it becomes wider. Okay, so if the Bollinger Band is wider, that means there's high volatility, like what happened here. It's very volatile. It could go extreme, so it could be works two ways. Could be good or bad, right? But let me point out first what happens when a Bollinger Band is very constricted. Okay, it's like consolidating. If it's constricted, it's consolidating at a certain level, and what happens thereafter is if it triggers the lower Bollinger Band, chances are you will expect significant movement or drop if it's triggering the lower Bollinger Band. The same is true when it starts to trigger the upper Bollinger Band. So if it's from a constricted Bollinger Band, then you see that significant movements. Sometimes it doesn't have to be constricted, but the moment it triggers the upper Bollinger Band, you will notice significant movements moving in that direction. So same here, it started triggering, meaning it ended outside of that upper Bollinger Band. You see that? Ganyan siya. Okay, so now going back to the current situation of APX, when you have significant movements such as this one, something, probably a news, might have triggered that. So that's something you also have to check out. In the meantime, two things could happen here. We have an MA20 line, but normally you have an MA20 line, if you're moving higher than that level, the MA20 could be your moving support area. Like this one, when it touches the MA20 line, there's a bounce. Touches the MA20 line, there's also bounce. But what's different here, there's a slight overshoot, which could also happen here. So let us see tomorrow, because sometimes when there's a drastic change in the price, right, then normally people will react, and then there will be a recovery the next day. Uh, Something like this, right? Significant drop, then there's recovery. So I'm thinking, let's see first if this price level, try to observe what happens at the first 30 minutes of the day tomorrow. Let's see if it will respect the MA20 line, because currently we're just right at that level. If most of the action happens below 1.47, then it's not going to be a good story, because chances are it will drop some more. And where will it drop? Of course, it's either to the next support or the next resistance, forming a support. So this one used to be your resistance, because we scroll down, we look to the left, and this is the next area where you have some consolidation, rejecting the price at this level. So now that's a resistance. So it might create a brand new support there and then continue the bounce going up. That could happen. Otherwise, maybe if most of the action happens tomorrow above the 147, then you have a bounce. That's a successful bounce. There, as you can see. So those are just my few insights around Bollinger Band. Also, another thing here is, yeah, that's it for now for Bollinger Band. What I do here with Bollinger Band, I also pair it with RSI. For instance, here, this one, you know what's interesting here? It's that, you did not see any decline in the momentum as it moved the price higher. But here, you already have your hint, okay, your cue that it's going to take profit, because you had consolidation at the resistance area, and then price was having a difficult time, but unexpectedly there was a gap down. So I have not checked the news though, okay? So always balance the fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Read the news, because sometimes whatever technical analysis, whatever tool you use, that gets negated. That gets, negated by whatever news we receive for the day. But one thing's good here is there's foreign buying, so hopefully it just simply bounces at that area. Okay, so let me go back as well, because Sammy will also requested BDO. 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 Okay, don't forget to drop a comment, guys, so I could also prioritize your request. So that was for Rex. And for BDO, I already plotted it here, 88.41. 88.41. Oops, not moving. Okay, that is our support, new support, because we had a bounce, but it respected the MA20 line. As you can see here, the one at the center is our MA20. There was a rejection that happened for 3 days, actually 4 days. I even thought it will go back to the previous support, making it what, triple bottom for or another bottom, making it 4 bottoms now. But what's good about today's candlestick is it bounced. So I'm thinking this is your higher low now. And tomorrow, if we continue to break the MA20 line, probably cross the MA20 level and start to push the price higher, then that's an even better story, because we now might have a successful bounce and continue to push the price higher. And you want to understand how far we are in the longer term resistance. we still have a lot of potential. This is a very big drop that we could take advantage of. We're now on our way to recovery in this pandemic with all the vaccines being developed by so many countries. Yeah. So I just smell reversal really soon. There you have it. Okay. I the comment is blocking it. How do I remove this? Comment. Hide. There. It's blocking the view. Okay. Miss JG, kailan ka magpapakita? Naghanap pa ako ng magandang background at I need to fix myself. So today, it's business review day for us. Every month we have a business review. Every week we have a weekly business review. Every week we have weekly business review on a Tuesday, but in the MBR today, it happened on a Wednesday. So I just finished the business review. So wala na ako time mag-ayos. But I just want to make sure na I'm present. Okay, guys? Present for the day. Para lang makapag-aral tayo lahat. Yan. And may progress ako. I'm starting to, balance my language. English-Tagalog balance para mas masaya. Okay. Let me also know, guys, if it would be nice to also have live during a market day or when the market is open. I'm just trying to figure out kung anong theme ng discussion during that time pag moving ang market since, so para may real-time feed. But still just playing with the idea though. No commitments yet. BDO, as you can see here, I said that we might revisit this price level, creating now a support. So two things can happen. Number one, if we could cross the MA20 line, or we could just move sideways, then take off once again. But personally, I just feel bullish, not just for BDO, but for a lot of stocks here, because there are some good news everywhere. We're very close to the resolution of our problem in this pandemic. Okay, next one is another request from Samuel. By the way, guys, see this? I'm really reading all your messages and I base my next discussion on your comment. Okay, Pure Gold. Who among you are investors of Pure Gold? Yan, di ba? So Pure Gold reached a resistance and we managed to break that resistance. And you've seen me draw this multiple times. I would always say that when we break a resistance, it pushes the price higher. And we don't know how high, but chances are it will revisit your previous resistance and will create a support right there and then continue to move up. So I'm thinking, because we have a doji today, then there could be a possibility that it will revisit 49.93. And if we still have that volume, it could continue the movement higher. So far, everyone is optimistic with Pure Gold because revenue-wise, as you can see there, I know while the rest are in lockdown, some of the businesses closed down. Some of the businesses' revenue also got impacted. Pure Gold, on the other hand, has been really on a good run. So, Noel, okay, I see. Nag-drop ang gold from 2,000 to 1,870. Then nag-bounce nasa 1940. Ano nga ba ang kuwan ng gold? What's the ticker for the gold? Say, we'll check gold in a while. Pero normally, ano yan eh, opposite direction. Pag up si gold, stock market is down. But if the stock market recovers, then gold and other commodities also retrace. Parang ano din, cryptocurrency is inversely proportional, or they move in different direction to that of stock market. Pag good si stock market, that's where you see the retracement or stabilization muna in the cryptocurrency. But when the stock market is down, crypto is also booming. Okay. The next one is SM. For SM, there you have it. Let's still use this level as your support. Overall, I'm still thinking that we're at the profit taking stage. So downtrend may not be over yet. So I'm plotting this downward channel. Pwedeng ganyan siya. Okay? Use that. So if it breaks this, then chances are it could proceed to the 802 level. Parang ganyan. And create a lower low. So where could it drop? First, it could drop here. Gagawa siya dyan ng support. Or dito, basta dito na area. Pag nag-break yan, it would drop right over here. Because there's a support here. Okay, that is if it does not respect the 845 as our support area. Now, if it breaks this line, this green line, which is your resistance in a downtrend, if it breaks that, then you have a breakout play. You have a bounce. Take note, the volume is so nice, oh. Maybe people are showing interest now na pwedeng mag-ano na siya, pwedeng mag-recover na. You use this line as your hint or your cue. Now, if it breaks that, then you have a confirmed bounce. Thank you, Rex. I'll check that out. Well, I've tried crypto, I've tried forex, I've tried gold, pero mukhang mas hiyang lang talaga ako sa stock market. Kasi I'm working and at night, mas active pa nga ako sa US market kaysa Philippine market. That's why my stocks in the Philippine market are mostly the major players para at least when they dip, I'm not so scared. Diba? For crypto, I've tried that pero very volatile. It's open 24 hours, so hirap, you cannot check it every time. Pagising mo, bagsak na siya. Nakakainis. XAU USD tingnan natin. So this is gold. Oh, bounce. This could already be a bounce, pero there is a resistance at the MA20 line. By the way, the market is still moving. Okay, so bagay dito, if you may have entered here, yung iba dyan, scalping yung ginagawa. Right? So it might have bounced here, but be extra careful here. If it does not continue to break the MA20 line, then you might have some stabilization around 1,862. Looks like it is trying to establish a support right at that level. Or pwede nga dito pa eh. Baka mag-drop pa yan at the 1,800 sa support ni weekly. What did you say here? 1,000. I see nag-drop yung gold from 2,000, then nag-bounce na sa 1,940 level. Pero I'd say expand your search to the weekly chart. because on the weekly chart you're showing a bearish sentiment. So it might not happen now. That bounce you're seeing right now could be very temporary. Uh, in the coming days, you might end the week at a red. Tingnan mo to. Your RSI, while the price is moving up in a weekly chart, yung RSI mo naman is showing a declining momentum. See that? While price is higher, moving up, your RSI is going down. So, posibleng ito, bababa pa yan. Okay, clear ba? Oh, clear naman. What's your take on a REIT? Hi Johnson. Yeah, I just finished video, but let me open video para lang may view ka. See that 88.40. So we're still pegging our support at the 88.40 there, because we had a dip and now it managed to bounce. However, my MA20 that could serve as a resistance. Thank you, Rex. My take on Arit is it is very promising. Ayala being the first and Ayala being a very stable company, they've been known to run these businesses in the property sector for a long time now, and the buildings that are included in this REIT are mostly fully occupied, and the businesses occupying these rental spaces are pretty much stable because, of course, thanks to the many YouTube videos that our some of our content creators have made. Also, COL has a good study on it. So most of the occupants of these rental companies or buildings are call centers. Tapos, call centers are striving or are surviving in this period, right? And ang mangyayari is revenue is still ongoing, right? And another thing, good thing about the REIT is they give you regular share of the rental revenue. So that's one source of income there. Second is the price appreciation. Okay, so let us say you got it for 27 pesos, right? Because it will do IPO tomorrow. I'm excited for that. By the way, I have not entered in a position yet for that. I'm not in a hurry. Normally kasi pag IPO, that's very volatile and I'm working in the morning, so I'm a bit hesitant to engage in the IPO mismo. Maybe I just wait for it to stabilize. Pero I'm not omitting the idea na pag IPO ang laki talaga ng potential because very volatile nga eh. So if you're able to enter at a promising entry price, you could double your money, or you could get so much revenue in just one day. But if you're talking about long term, several sources of income would be your share in the rental, kasi may bibigyan nila yung you will have your share in the rental revenue. That's one. Para siyang regular dividend pay mo. Number two is price appreciation, wherein if you get it at 33 and you stay there long term, and someday it will become 50 pesos, then good. There's appreciation in the price. But very promising. Para lang din siyang regular stock na may dividend ka and may revenue ka if you entered at a good price. Pero we all have different profiles. Some people really enjoy IPO. Ako, it just here chilling in the background na if I have the buying power, then maybe I could participate. Pero kung hindi, no pressure. I'll just wait for it. Trevor, ikaw kaya ang una kong ini-review, yung AGI. Sige. Uh, if yes, what's your plan if it goes down compared to its original price? I'm going to show you a strategy, guys, okay? Ito doesn't only apply in REIT, okay? In any stock. For instance, I'm gonna use this MRC, ha? In MRC, um, I used to, parang I think yung average ko nito nasa 38, 39, around that level, okay? And then I waited I waited for a long time kasi I was not able to watch the market because I entered in the trade, hindi ko nabantayan, I did not drop. And the drop was so significant that honestly, guys, if you're working hard to get that money and then nag-decline siya and you were not able to get out, it's so hard to get out. Kaya I swallowed the, even though it's, hinayang ka sa time, wala akong magawa eh. I just got stuck. Ipit ka. So, ang nangyari, I waited for that perfect moment. Okay? And what I did, so this one over here, nasakyan ko to eh. Nasakyan ko to, itong time na to. And I was able to enter at 18.18 cents. Dito ako nakapag-enter. Hindi ako nag-exit kaagad. Ang nangyari, so di nag-enter na ako dito. It brought my average down. I think it brought my average down to mga, kalimutan ko, mga 26, 28, around that. Tapos, the next day, ang ginawa ko, I took profit here. Ang ginawa kong profit, ang share lang na pinasok ko the previous day. Yung original volume ng nung mas mataas pa, hinayaan ko muna doon. Okay? So, pero ngayon, yung average ko, mas mababa na. So, for example, 40,000 shares yung una ko na nasa 30 plus, ang 0.30 plus yung average. And then I got in here, 40,000 shares again at the 0.18. And I exited around the 24 yata yun. 24. Ay, hindi. 0.22 lang kasi hindi ko ito nabol. Mabilis to eh. In a span of 10 minutes, nag-drop siya. Buti nga I was given a chance na may bounce ng konti. I got out 22 cents. So may profit ako. And then what happened, it dropped again. Nag-drop siya dito. And dito naman ako nakapasok sa 22. So ang bago kong average is nasa 24 yata, 24 something. Dito na. Pero hanggang ngayon, ang naiwan kong 40,000 shares, andun pa rin. Pero, nasa green na ako ngayon. Unlike kung hinintay ko lang na bumalik siya sa 35, ilan yun? 35 cents. Kunwari lang dito, 35 cents. Kung hinintay ko lang at I did not do anything, hindi ko siya napababa ang average ko. Pero what I will do, kahit green na siya ngayon, hihintayin ko pa rin na umabot siya at least sa 35 level para hindi maglalabas na cut loss, para profitable ka pa rin. So how many times did I take profit in just a period dito? 2 beses akong pumasok dito. Profitable yung shares na ipinasok ko. So pag take ko ng profit, only the shares that I entered at that period. Pero yung original number of shares ko nang may mas mataas na cost average, na average, andun pa rin siya. Pero ngayon, ang bago niya ng average is around 0.24. And I will not take profit kasi kung i-take profit ko na siya, ang kalalabasan no, nag-cut loss ako. Which is still around 30, 28, 30% ang kinatlos ko sa the shares na yun. Does that make sense? I was too rambling. I was rambling. So, in one statement, you can lower down your cost average enter or add some more volume when you see signs that it's already going to move higher. Okay, that means it will, one, lower your cost average. At the same time, you can be profitable for that particular shares that you've entered. And when you want to take profit, only take profit at the number of shares that you are profitable. Okay, just put the original number of shares wherein you had a higher average, just stay there. Even though it already reflects profitable and on the cost average, in reality, you're still negative in that number of shares. Kaya hihintayin mo siya kahit man lang bumalik sa level na ano mo. Pero, truth of the matter is, dahil nakapaglabas-pasok ka na, you are already profitable for those transactions. But this original number of shares where you engaged in na mataas ang average, hayaan mo na lang muna dyan siya. Pero on your portfolio, magmumukhang mabango na siya. Kasi green looking na siya. Clerky. Pero I'd like to present that someday in a more simplified manner na may illustration. We'll sell it at 25 if bumaba. Ano to, Trevor? So, nakabili ka ng A-REIT. Bakit may feeling ka bang babagsak siya? Or what is your objective why you got in? Pang IPO lang ba na action, or is it for long-term investing? But we'll see. Tingnan natin. Basta importante, if you feel na hindi na kaya ng risk tolerance mo ang pag-drop niya bago pang bumaba ng bumaba, mag-cut loss ka na. Siyempre, ikaw pa rin na magde-decide nun up to which level are you willing to lose. Kaya mo bang mag-lose ng 5% of the amount you've invested, or 2% lang ang kaya mo? And then stick to that. Okay? Wag mong gayahin yung ginawa ko. Kaya 'di ba ngayon, nakapag-trade ako ng profitable sa MRC twice in this month. Kailan to nangyari? July. Twice profitable, pero may stock pa rin akong number of shares sa kanya. Kasi yun ang mangyayari pag hindi natin nabantayan. That is why another thing, BDO, for instance, nasusundan naman nyo to kasi I've been sharing this. I've been transparent with you guys. Ano nga ba tong, nasa 100 yung average ko dito sa BDO 99 na lang pala kasi nakapag-add ako. O diba, 88 na lang siya ngayon. Pero still smiling because I'm a long-term investor here sa BDO. Kaya wala tayong problema dyan. Very stable naman yan. Same with JFC. The last number of shares I entered here, ang average ko is 130 something. 130 sarado. 130.50 yata. Konti ang akyat siya, pero kung bibilangin ko ang cost average ko of all the number of shares I have here, mas mataas, nasa 195. Kaya ang layo pa niya, di ba? Pero, sa last transaction ko, I'm already positive. Pero wala pa naman ako plans to get out. Boom, galing. That's what you call loss recovery strategy. Oh, nice. Alam mo, I'm not really good with terms. Inaaral ko na lang siya based on, of course, these are the things that I've been doing based on experience. Pero in terms of terminology and how you call those strategy, dyan ako hindi magaling. We can label it in different ways, but that's just a cost averaging strategy. Naalala ko, I was super new sa stock market noon. Yung ABA ay naipit din ako dun eh. So that was my question when I was new. Na ipit ako, but what if I enter again and I exit, lugi ba ako? And then someone said in that group, in that Facebook group, sa COL actually na Facebook group, sabi nila, basta i-exit mo lang ang shares na ipinasok mo at a lower price, dun lang. Pero sa original price mo, wag mo munang i-exit hanggat hindi nami-meet or na-exceed ang original price niya. Otherwise, kahit green man yan, technically, nag-cut loss ka sa transaction na yan. Besides services sector, ay ano daw? Sabi ni Johnson, Miss JD, on a bigger picture, what sector do you think will strive from now on? So, anything na consumable goods. Ang iniisip ko, of course, yun, yung pure gold, very important yun kasi they're the venue where we can buy our consumable goods. Pero sa producers of or manufacturers of these consumable goods, itong yung mga URC, ano pa ba? Yung mga nagma-manufacture ng mga coffee, ng mga sardines, ng mga noodles, mga those stuff na products with longer shelf life. Mga worst comes to worst na to, for example, na talagang pandemic na pang matagalan talaga. Pero I'm positive that the resolution of this problem is coming our way really soon. Pero just in the event, pag ganito yung sitwasyon na yung consumable goods. Utilities and essentials, I would say yes. Oo. Anong utilities? Yung mga sabon? Yeah, those stuff. Very important stuff. Yung mga restaurant, pag iuubra yun. Mga survival mode na level. Pero right now, carry pa because these businesses are fast in thinking of innovations wherein their products could still be, shared to the public or shared to their target audience. For instance, we may not be able to go to restaurants, but we are able to consume Jollibee and McDonald's and other products of these companies or restaurants because may Grab. So nakakapag consume ka pa rin. But definitely, I will not be surprised kung babagsak talaga ang presyo niya kasi unlike before, yung foot traffic sa restaurant ang tindi. Ngayon, only people who have the means to order via Grab and people who are still working and may source of revenue can still do that. Consider mo na ilang millions of people. Nakalimutan ko saan ko nakita yun eh. But there are a lot of people who lost their jobs in just a span of how many months dahil sa pandemic na to. If you have 100K and you want to invest for long term, what stock would you invest in? Under 3 pesos. Current stock price. Ako, I'm not hyping pero I find MRC promising dahil renewable energy yung product nila. So that could be a source of power di ba? Source of energy in the future. May alternative na tayo. And we need that in the future. Imagine mo if solar energy yung source ng halos lahat. Edi it's gonna be a cost saving siya. At the same time, for MRC, seeing the potential of that to be a promising company someday. Sobrang laki ng potential, nasa ilang cents lang siya. Do you have Tesla in US stocks? They announced they will have 7-for-1 split by the end of the month. Nope, not. I don't have Tesla. Pero ang ganda rin ng stock na yan eh. Teka lang ha. Si Trevor talaga consistent magbasa ng balita. You guys are my source of information, don't you know that? Kasi pag office hours talaga, grabe. Very, very busy. Kaya buti na lang may nakikinig pa sa akin at this time of the night. Okay. Teka lang ha. I will check Tesla first. Kumusta yung price nila? Aba, ang bagal. Okay, so while we wait for the page to pull up, Tesla. Okay. Oh, bounce siya. Ang ganda ng chart. Gap up pa. This is your support. Yan. So very promising. I see some more movements going up for Tesla. Okay. So let's go to our geology. And his question is about green. Ang ganda. So, volume. Heavy bid volume. So, ibig sabihin lang yan, there are more people wanting to buy. Although, kung titingin ka ngayon sa bid and ask or sa buy and sell, hindi pa yun accurate ha, because anything can happen by tomorrow. At the same time, first 15 minutes, meaning, 15 minutes before the market opens, normally dun papasok yung mga bids and asks, right? And sometimes yung bid price extremely high. Okay? Pero may minsan yan, mawawala sila bigla bago mag-open ang market. So parang padding ba yun term nila? Pinapad nila para mapataas. And then kung ikaw baguhan and you wanted to place that, so ang mangyayari, when they pull out before 9:30, ikaw yung unang-unang makakabili at a higher price. So, kaya be extra careful din. Minsan, pag nakakita ka ng one bid lang and extremely high, expect mo yan, mawawala yan before 9:30. Fake bid yan. Diba? Alright, so, FGen. Ito, sabi ni Trevor, kaya late ako, monitoring US stocks eh. I have Apple, they will have 4-for-1 stock split after August. Hindi ko pa kabisado yung terms mo. I have to read some more. Apple, they will have 4-for-1 stock split after August 24. How will you explain that in a simplified manner? In layman's term? Sige. I'll wait for you. Pero ang sabi naman ni Johnson, so FGen and MRC is a good investment in the future, right? And this is just me. Yes, I'd have to say. May potential siya, especially because it's one, very cheap, and it's very, it's a very, very cheap level sa MRC. And then um, the nature of the product they're, of course, manufacturing, or yeah, the product itself is promising. Si Fgen, tingnan natin. Si Fgen kasi umakit na eh. Ang taas na niya, oh. So this is already high for Fgen. Profit taking na nga eh. So extra careful ka na lang dyan kapag na-break niya ang MA20 line. So far, may mga slight overshoot siya, pero delikado na. Kasi we might have some more triggers going down. So, unlike MRC nga medyo mataas na din eh. Pero kumpara mo naman sa amount of drop it happened or it did against the potential. Okay? Hindi ba siya that noisy as of yet. Pero there's so many promising just read through it if you're convinced, and no, not convinced. If you feel that your objective is aligned with what their mission vision is, and what their financial health of the business, kung okay naman, hindi walang problema. Tingnan mo, difference nilang dalawa. FGen, good, but profit-taking level na siya. MRC is still on the rise. Pabalik na siya sa taas. Stock split. Let's say, assuming Apple stock price at 400 on August 24 close, and you have one share. By August 27, it will be 100 due to stock split, but you will have 4 shares instead of 1. Oh. Interesting. Pero, I won't have a problem with that kung nabili mo siya at a lower price. Kasi, bumalik man siya sa 100, of course, the nature of the company, very stable naman siya. Bumalik man siya sa 100, aakyat pa rin at aakyat yan. Now, dumami na yung stock mo. Pero we just don't know how long it takes. Okay, so different perspective siya. Kung nabili mo siya ng 400, nag-divide by 4, 25% drop ka kaagad. Hindi natin alam kung gaano katagal yun. So, what's your plan here? Are you gonna get in? I have Apple. They will have 4. So, hindi natin alam kung at what level mo siya nabili. Kasi for instance, tingnan natin na mag-case study lang tayo. So, divide by 4. So, this price level, for instance, the 100 level was way back in yung $100 level was way back in 2019. Kunwari na lang dito. It took them 2 years to accelerate the price into 4 parts. So, pagbabalik siya dito, and dito mo siya nabili, so you might have to probably wait again around 2 to 3 years for it to go back to the 400 level. Pero mas madami ka na shares. Parang parehas lang din, siguro. Hindi ko pa siya talaga masyado na-visit yung concept niya. Is it okay to say nakikilig yung Tagalog accent mo? Kasi hindi ako magaling. Sorry, pasensya na, hindi talaga ako magaling. I'm trying my best. Pwede ako mag-Ilonggo, pero but thank you daw. Yep, this is not also the first time Apple did this. So does it mean, okay, see, I'm learning from you guys. So does it mean by that time, the price level will be para siyang gap down ang mangyayari. Pero on your portfolio, you have more shares. Kasi it'll go back to the 100 level. Right? Parang patas lang din, feeling ko. Dumami lang shares pero same value. Yeah. Patas lang din kasi eventually, may promising ano pa dyan upside As it moves higher, madami ka ng shares. And then when it goes back to the 400 level again, the amount that you have or the value of your portfolio is already times two. Wala, parehas lang. Still the same. But regardless, Apple is still very stable, right? Oh, by the way, guys, if this is your first time to watch our video, I'm inviting you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so we always get updated. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're learning anything from here. You know what? I've been doing this since last year, meaning the my channel. I've been reviewing. My primary objective was I was studying, right? I was journaling, and my way of going back, and I want to understand how was my thought process at that certain time. Really, that was my objective, and I tried to capture my voice. I tried to capture this everything, and I would go back to my video pagkatapos ng market. And I check kung tama yung analysis ko, and I just replicate those accurate analysis, and then pag mali, edi ayusin. So far, as I gain tenure here, doing live, doing recordings every day, our accuracy rate is improving. It's getting higher. So maybe you can do that, right? We're not gurus, but it's just to our advantage. It's a win-win for us. And if we gain friends out of this exercise, even better. Because right now, not all information came from me. Right? In tonight's session, we learned something new from Trevor. He talked about Apple. See, I learned something new. Yun, di ba? You can do that if you'd like. I'd support your channel too. Parang journaling in the innovation in journaling. Dati sulat-sulat lang, ngayon nasa video na siya. You can go back pati yung the way you plotted your support and resistance. There you go. Ano daw sabi ni BJTC? Say Yunako says, I mean it's cute. Your Tagalog accent is cute. Thank you. It's not going to gap down because there were no shares being sold or bought. So just more number of shares, but still same market cap. Okay, sige. We'll check that out come that date, but I'll take note of that day. How much percent of your portfolio have you invested in Mercy? Naku, ang liit lang. 10,000 nga lang yung nilagay ko doon. Wala, yun lang. Pero mas ako, really, right now, yung dalawa is BDO and JFC. Kahit medyo negative ako doon, pero my conviction is really high for these stocks. May dito din ako. Just one of on a speculative side. Pero total mukhang ano naman on track naman sila with their tower construction. Pero imagine if I'm not hyping or anything you got it, let's say 3 peso, 2 pesos, and someday hindi man siya umabot to the TEL level, to the PLDT level, kahit mag 10 piso na lang yan or 50 pesos, ang laki na rin yan. Right? How much? Okay. But just to answer Johnson, How much is the amount I entered in MRC? It's just 40,000 shares. So nasa magkano lang yun? I have a question for Miss JD and people here. Do you buy at the beginning of the trading day or before closing or during midday? Ako, pag nagising ako ng ng opening, minsan kung anong oras lang kung anong oras ako magigising and may price level na ako na inaabangan. Pero kung hindi talaga ako magising ng 9:30, hindi ko pinipilit. Pag nagising ako at the time and it's still within my plan, edi pasok. Kasi nga, most of my stocks in the US market, medyo medyo on the long-term perspective, kaya not really, hindi ako aligaga na, bantay-bantay sarado talaga. Appreciate your response, Miss JD. More power to you and your channel. Thank you. Ayan. Ay, ano daw to? Hey, I wanna get out. How can I get out? Ay, pinapalogin ako. Nakakainis. Okay. Leave. Ang sabi naman ni Argeology, near closing para established and kalmado na ang market, iwas buhos. This one too. I remember in some of my sessions where I said, when I say, wait for a confirmation of a bounce, di ba? May mga ganun akong sinasabi. Kasi, for example, we're seated at a support area and tomorrow could be a make or break day, could be bounce or not bounce. So that's a perfect example. Kasi 80% of the picture is done for the day pag near the closing time. It depends, Trevor. I usually do the shorter time frame if I want to do intraday. Just look at the support on a shorter time frame and say 5 minutes. I agree. Thanks, John, RJ, and Miss JD. Miss JD, ask lang, why po parang all-nighter kayo? So, kasi I would normally wake up, alam mo ba, mga 11 or 12 o'clock na ako nagigising. Kasi flexible ang schedule ko. And I work from home. And our business, I work for a call center. I manage the entire training team. And we have trainings from the morning to the night shift. And may mga leads ako. So, if I report for work come mid-shift, at least all time zones, nakikita ko pa rin sila or nakakapag-assist pa rin ako. And of course, normally matatapos na yung mga cadence ko sa kanila, mga around 11, 10. Minsan nasisingit ko pa yung mag-record ng insights around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock kasi saglit lang naman yun. But I don't let the day end without me doing this exercise. And sometimes I would also take the time to trade in the US market. So, yun siya. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm reading your messages, guys. Miss JD asked lang, ayun, sabi ni Argeology, I like this format, live better. Pero grabe the pressure is on pag live. You could be asking me the most difficult question and I'll be on the spot. Pero buti na lang, marami tayo ngayon and you can help me, guys, answer your questions. Gising pang gising pang maganda yung mga 11 to 12, Miss JD. Prefer you ba, guys, ang shorter trading hours ng PSE or old one which was 3:30 p.m. ang close? Personally, I'd like the one that's longer because I get to participate more. Kasi nga, nagigising ako, 30 minutes na lang, minsan close ng market. Diba? Oo, kasi maraming opportunities pag longer market hours. Better siguro if longer na. Yes. Parang bitin ng ano eh, bitin ng ano, maikling hour of operation nila. Pero guys, overall, whatever stock you're engaged in, good may intraday, pero don't miss the perspective or the POV na leave some pang long term talaga kasi ang ganda, ang daming established company na sobrang sale price and iwan lang kayo ng some shares probably for long term investing kasi these price levels that we are in right now were the price levels way back 10 years ago. Ang daming post niyan sa Facebook price levels ng 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So parang the market has given us the chance. Sana hindi lang because of this pandemic kasi ang daming buhay na nawala because of this. But in terms of opportunity, it's a very rare opportunity. Not everyone was able to experience this opportunity. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. At the same time, kudos to all of us who are courageous enough. We took the challenge to face this. Kumbaga, it's a world of unknown. There's uncertainty, but we are brave enough to put our hard-earned money in these investments because we know that the next thing when it drops, it's just a cycle. It will go up. Some people are too scared to do that, but we did it. Just be patient, guys. If you want to be profitable, some may show red ngayon, pero just wait. I want to go back to this day. I don't know when, but I will be going back to this video someday because we've documented it. And then, it'll be music to our ears. Naalala ko pa, that was the night when, we had the live session with Miss JD. We were talking about the stock, and that price before was only at that level. Good thing we were doing that. Miss JD, besides stock market, which other source of income for you is good investment? Source of income, for me, hanggat kaya mo pa na may work ka, and then you do stock market on the side. Kasi parang chill lang, right? You have your income na would make you live or would be your source of income na from your main job. And then stock market, para walang pressure. Because sometimes if this is your sole income, yung stock market, forced ka to trade. Sometimes akala mo tradable siya. Yun pala, nag-overanalyze ka and na nag-overtrade ka na because you're chasing that amount to be your net revenue for a certain month. Kasi yun lang ang source of income mo. Okay, so if you have the business, go for it. If you have a job, don't resign. If you want to be a YouTuber, start now and be profitable someday. Right, diba? I'm starting it right now because I don't know, someday we could build a nice community here and kung okay na ang aking revenue sa ads and mabubuhay na ako sa ads ng YouTube ko, edi wow, edi ang ganda. But for now, I have my job. May mga barya-barya akong nakikita sa YouTube. Barya-barya lang muna guys ang YouTube. Tapos may stocks. Tapos guys, another thing to look forward to, I have a Shopee account. I have a Shopee. When I went to Vietnam, kasi ang sarap ng coffee sa Vietnam. Nang hoard ako ng mga coffee nila. I brought it back here because I went there last February. Dami kong coffee. Created a shop in Shopee. Sold out, guys. So ngayon, I don't have stocks anymore. But I'll be, maghanap lang ako ng good wholesale supplier who could give us the stocks from Vietnam. And then I could revive my store. So that could be my fourth income stream. Number Another good source of income, well, it could be, I don't know what, how do you call that? Yung sa property. Um, if you have the funds, real estate is a very good source of revenue as well, right? Parentahan mo. That could also be a good source of revenue. Ganda ng question ni Johnson. Parang isang discussion, isang episode talaga siya. Right? Income streams. Tapos biglang na-convince na kayo lahat mag-YouTube na kayo. Why not, diba? I can support your channel. I have yet to experience the long day trading. I only started during COVID because my company shut down. Oh, I had stock sitting sa portfolio ko but I didn't participate more in long-term dati. Oh, hi Carlos! Live sessions again. Di ba ang weird? Nagla-live ako kung kailan tulog ng lahat. Kasi mga ano to eh, classified information. Joke lang. BJTC, same din. Anong BJTC man? Okay, okay. So that's the stock code. Akala ko kung anong term. Ay, anong BJ? Is that a stock code? Teka lang ah. Stock? All exchanges. It's BJTC. It's a name. Sorry naman. Sorry. Nag-rally Nasdaq ngayon. Same din. Prefer 3:30 closing. 7 for one stock. Bakit kaya ganun, no? Ba't nauuso yung yung split? Nag-rally Nasdaq ngayon. Parang dito sa atin, wala akong nabasa nag-stock split. Stock dividend late na kasi ako nag-Philippine stock. Or buy REITs. Oo, maganda yan. Very promising our geology. Very promising ang REITs. Kaso, yun nga eh, ang problema was hindi ako nagigising ng maaga. So, I bet tomorrow, ang dami ng action kakagising ko pa lang. Pero, I have not entered a REITs yet. Pero, magkakaroon pa rin naman ng mga gandang opportunities dyan. Hi, Trev. 5:1 lang siya. Baka na-mislook. I think di siya masyado necessary sa Philippine market since our stock prices here are fairly cheap compared to US market. Oo nga. Hold on na. Charge lang ako. Can I get my charger, guys? Hold on. Hi, Miss JD. Watching you now. Mas maganda tong live. Hi, nice. Okay. Basta support niyo lang ako. Mas maganda yung kwentuhan pag madami. Kaya, oh, matulog ka na, RJ. Balitaan mo ko bukas. Okay, kita-kits ulit tomorrow. Carry lang, guys. Ayan. So, this has been a very fruitful discussion. May mga iba nanonood lang, quiet observers. Are we all from the Philippines? Ako lang palang from the Philippines, no? Tapos kayo, morning sa lugar niyo. Ang kulit. Anyway. Sige. Looks like we're good. Matutulog na si our geology. Okay. Hindi ko na natuloy ang ating stock market analysis. Ang ganda ng kwentuhan. Okay, looks like that's it guys for tonight. Morning na dito sa Cavite. Same province pala tayo, RJ. Baka kapitbahay kita. Ay. Singapore, Oceanic Freak. Singapore ako now. Kaya andyan ako. I stayed in Singapore for a month last December to January. Next time, Miss JD, mag-live ka during trades. Yun nga eh. Parang iniisip ko ba, anong concept, anong theme ng live natin pag nasa live trade ng or trading hours? Kailangan may mas magandang niche tayo para at least we could have more people. Tapos mangi-estorbo ako habang nagtitrade kayo. Or Miss JD, I think it would be best if after the live session, put it up in the description on what time frame, ano daw ulit? On what time frame in the video you've talked about a specific stock. I forgot who recommended that. In fact, in my last live session, I did that. Kasi sobrang haba, di ba? 1 hour and 26 seconds. 1 hour and 26 minutes. And yung gusto mong pakinggan, so segment lang. It's gonna be very inconvenient for you guys to listen to all my ramblings the entire 1 hour. Kaya maglalagay ako, even here, I think I will have to put in a timestamp for the stocks that I have covered and maybe some insightful discussions. I'd also put a timestamp. Tama yan. I'll do that. Basa ko, 7 for 1. Thanks, BJ, for correction. Nag-stock split kasi sila Miss JD to make it cheaper para mas madami pa makabili. Pero may isang stock sa US never nag-stock split. Pero, alam niyo ba guys, I have eToro. Who among you here has an eToro account? I trade using eToro kasi. And you can trade naman kahit $50 lang nga eh. As low as $50. You can trade. So it doesn't really, it's insignificant naman yung amount. So you invest the amount you can invest or trade. And whatever movement, pwede mo yan, no? Pwede ka naman mag-gain. So irrelevant naman yung price with eToro. Pinas. Okay, Pinas rin ako, Miss JD from QC Traverses. Silip na market movers po sana ganun. Oo, we can do that. Parang live ano lang. Kasi, kung parang we're like a group, you may be looking at this stock, I may be looking at this stock, tapos in our live discussion, that could, parang ano na yun, you're giving us a tip na to look at that particular stock kasi andun yung action. Parang we're doing a teamwork habang nagtitrade. Good yan, maganda yan. Like, oh guys, breakout na si Mary Mart. Nasa support na. Tingnan natin si Mary Mart. Are you referring to Mary Mart natin? Nag-profit taking today, sir. Oh, pabalik siya eh. Pabalik siya sa support. Ano sabi ni Kwan? Nasa support na. Itong support na nakikita ko, posibleng mag-revisit siya in this price level. Okay. Pero definitely, Kwan lang yan, profit taking. It's a market reaction because it has been on a rally for the past how many weeks now? July 24, 2 weeks na ba to? 2 weeks worth. It's been on a steady climb. So people are taking profit and I feel that it will establish a higher low. Okay, parang ganito. You can draw this line. It might respect that level. Yan. Ascending ano siya, ascending ang kanyang support. So if that is not broken, pwedeng maganda, pwede siyang umakyat, pero last kumbaga hard stop for him is 2.76 as your support level. And it should bounce. Pag mababa pa dyan, baka it will respect MA20 line. But I really feel this is the next possible support it will respect. Para pwede balikan ng mga hindi nakaabot. True, true. Yeah, I do that. I'll review this video and then I'll put timestamps para mas ano. Pero would be great to also do the same, guys. It really helped me. Mga videos ko, I would go back to it after the market closes para lang to validate ng tama ang mga insights, those kind of things. Sa pero ano daw, para pwedeng balikan. Yeah. Please comment on MA Manila Mining from Willie Del Rosario. Ah, 104 trades. Wala masyadong ano eh. Buti sana kung maganda yung entry mo nito ha. Kasi very steady climb siya. Ang problem lang natin dito, if you entered at a higher price, it might take a while bago siya bumalik. It's currently retracing. Hopefully it just respects the MA20 line and then push the price higher again. I'm not sure what's your average price here, Willie. Pero hopefully it creates a support in this area. Wala nga lang volume talaga, no? This could be your new support level because there used to be a resistance here. So if your entry is very near 0.009, hard stop mo lang, gawa ka lang hard stop sa MA20 line. Kasi pag bumagsak siya, ang layo na ng pupuntahan niya. It might go all the way down here. So just see if this is still within your threshold on your risk tolerance. MA20 as the hard stop for this drop here. Pero right now, it could establish a support in this area. Notice here, this used to be there's a consolidation right here, creating a support. And it might bounce there too. My bonus ang eToro $50. Yes! Yun. So magbibigay nga ako, Trevor, ng link para may $50 bonus din ako. Yeah. Totoo yan, guys. So, for example, if you register using the link I'll share here, they'll give me a gift, and then, ikaw din, if I'm not mistaken, kasi I also got one if you deposit an amount, you will also receive that gift, $50 din if I'm not mistaken. Nasa website nila yan. So iba brokers po, sa iba brokers po kasi Miss JD, walang CFDs. Miss JD, when is your next live session? And I would give you a more quality questions for your session. Quality questions naman lahat Okay lang yun. What I can commit is this Saturday, guys, or a Friday night. Kasi tomorrow, kasi medyo umaga, I might wake up again around 1 o'clock. Kaya baka na-consider nila. BJTC says, what's your take on AGI's buyback? There are several reasons why a stock would do buyback. Kasi if they feel that the value of their stock is too cheap for the potential of their growth or the, they have full visibility of their projects. And if the current price is too cheap for them, they could buy back. Kasi if you have less volume or less law of supply and demand, if you have less supply in the market and people are showing interest in it, then it will push the price higher. So ngayon, for instance, ito, I don't know, ito pala yung nila. So imagine that it has dropped significantly. Kumusta naman ang sales? Sales-wise, good, but that was 2019. What about Q1? May drop lang ng laki din ng drop nila, 38 a percent drop. Pero sila lang talaga nakakaalam what's the internal plans of the company. So 5.89, that could be the reason why. And then notice, isa pang hint that we could use as probably it could give you more conviction is the fact that as we go lower yung price, tingnan mo naman ang volume. This is where people start to put their money in. Lalo pa siyang like ito, kung kailan nag-drop nag-double bottom siya, that was when you had an increase in the volume here. So, feeling ko talaga, this is a stock bound to rally to the upside. So that's our geology. That's my answer to your question. Yung ICT, spot on ka, Miss JD. Nung nag-consolidate at 95-96 level and you said mag-accumulate, doon ako bumili. Then sold kanina, kalahati, 108. Aba, galing ah. Let me see. ICT. Diba? May points na ako sa langit. Hundred, ano daw? 95-96. Oh, yeah, diba? Ito, dito yun eh. There. Diba? So, with this exercise, that, guys, you do this every single day. Pag launch mo pa lang ng chart, kita mo na agad sa ng support and resistance. So, this one, support around this level. Tapos 108. Good call. Good call kasi today is your first sign of weakness. Sa mga iba, they still tolerate that kasi minsan one red lang tapos nag-recover agad. Pero like ako personally, lagi ako on the defensive side. First red candlestick, nagla-lock in ako ng profit. So good job, Trevor. GT cap then close to bottom na. Oo, tingnan natin it's accumulating at this level. We just need more volume. Pero steady lang. People are quietly. I don't know sino buy. Sa COL kasi it will show you kung sino yung mga nagba-buy sell. Ang alam ko, pag ang nagba-buy and sell, dominantly hindi COL, mga ano yun eh, mga big players yun, mga institutions. Pag COL, tayo yun, mga retailers. So, tingnan niyo lang kung sinong dominantly nagbibili doon. There's one thing, if you have not seen this, market summary in Investagram. So, by the way, guys, if anyone from Investagrams is watching this, kudos to you. Very good initiative here, providing us a free platform where we could study the market. This is a page I've been tinkering for the past how many days. Kasi recently ko lang siya na-discover na may page pala na ganito. Okay, ang ganda rin na ito. So it gives you a summary of all the gainers and decliners for the day. And then it also gives you an idea which sector is excelling for that particular day. And for instance here, the financial in sector, holdings, industrial sector are good. Pero yung mining mo, because they've been accelerating for the past how many days, medyo nagpo-profit taking na. Pero take note guys foreign buying. Now block sales. This one I had a video. So ito, block sales. Big sabihin, big institutions are purchasing, could be buying or selling in these stocks right now. Posibleng dahil very attractive, very cheap level siya, or pwedeng kung anong rason. And iba, hindi ko na tinitingnan yan. So, going back to GT cap. Balik tayo kay GT cap. Ay, nawala. Ayan. I geared away from that page. here. Ano nangyari? Okay. So, si GT Cap, yun, consolidating siya at the bottom. Yeah. Pero you have to be mindful at the same time because this is what I was mentioning. A bottom or a support level could mean two things, right? It could stay there and then bounce. But what if it gets broken? So parang ganito ang nangyari. I don't know. So this used to be a support, right? Pero initially, you would plot it here during May 18. If I'm to look at it back then, kung May 18 tayo kunwari ngayon, I would say, okay, this is the support level, but look what happened. It got broken. So the same thing could happen here. Today is August 14th. We could establish a bounce there, but it could also break. Kaya ang sabi, I forgot who said that earlier, na he prefers to enter during the last segment of the day. At least you already have a clear picture of the overall direction of the stock for that particular day. So, kunwari tomorrow, the sentiment suggests or market sentiment suggests that it really is going to go down, di alam mo na next possible stop niya is your next support, which is around 369. But if towards the end of the market day tomorrow, you know that it indeed bounced at this level, you now can have more solid conviction that indeed it respected our insight, which is 399 as our support. Parang ganon. Di ba? Kaya na-consider nila mag-stock split kasi di lahat ng brokers may CFDs, lalo mga brokers sa US, parang sa atin lang may board lot. Spending 1 to 3 hours a day, how long would it take for you to become a good at trading or profitable trader? Okay, depende talaga to. It really depends kasi iba-iba tayong learning curve. This one being in the world of training, kaya I've been doing this consistently because I learn more if I do it. Pero kung ikaw kunwari kahit 1 to 3 hours a day ka nag-aaral, nag-YouTube, pero if you don't apply it in the real environment where you trade, you will never become an expert. Kasi we're adult learners and adults learn by doing it themselves. So two perspectives yan. The question is, how are you studying? How do you spend the 1 to 3 hours a day? Does that make sense? Because you may be studying it, you are very good in all the terminologies because you've watched all the YouTube videos. I show you a chart, you can name the names of those indicators and those patterns, but you're not applying it. Ibang kwento na yun. So, you have to trade. Yun na yun. Pair it with concepts and hands-on practice. Hands-on trading. Some would start it in a virtual environment, but eventually don't stay too long in a virtual state because that also distorts the thought process. Because in a virtual environment, there's no hesitation in all your actions. Mali man ang move mo, gagawin mo kasi there's no serious implication of the wrong move. So you have to also move forward, and at one point you have to immerse yourself in the real environment because that's where you master the emotions, right? Kasi this is a mind game eh. Stock market is a mind game. Parang kang you're having challenges with virtual minds in the market. John, masasabi ko lang, experience is the best teacher. I think more on quality trading investing dapat and goal. Hindi yung oras mismo. Saka best advice, patience is the key talaga. Very good, very good. Tama yan. Are you guys done with A-Read? Sorry, kakapasok ko lang. Yep. You can also, I'll put timestamps in this video because this is a very long live and we've covered so many. We even talked about income streams here earlier. Ang kulit lang. Hi, JD. Long-term ka pa din ba ngayon or you started taking profits na? Ang dami ko ng na short-term trades. Like I have long-term trades in in the Philippine market, but in a span of March, just this March to August, I already had several short-term trades. Meron mga ako, MPI, I was profitable and I took profit. Pero ngayon, umaakit pa siya ng todo. Pero sometimes, I still have to master that too kasi there are some stocks sabi ko, oh sige, maglo-long term ako dito ah. Pero, kita mo profitable ka ng mga 15%, sige, exit na ako ah. So that's one thing pa din. That's another thing that I'm also trying to master. Na stick to the plan. I learned the hard way. Asan na ba ako? Stock jockey is very useful too. Kasi yung mga stock jockey ba na nagha-hype sa mga Facebook and sa Instagrams. Pero stock jockey, di kasi sila yung mga nagpapagalaw, nagpapasiling play ng mga secondary stocks. Kita mo yung MRC, who would imagine na one day aakyat siya ng ganong ceiling play. Hindi ko talaga inaasahan yun eh. Anyway, so kagagawa niya ng mga feeling ko yun nga, stock jockey. Do you remember, Miss JD, yung Security Bank na ang 102 last month ay, you said, mag-take profit around 111 to 112. Doon mo ko naging subscriber. Wow! Dami ng gain ni Trevor ah. Kanina, na sabi mo, Trevor? May isa ka pang sinabi. Ayun, ICT. Galing. Tama yan. At the end of the day, andito lang ako parang side comment, pero ikaw pa rin yun ang gumawa ng trade mo. So, kudos to you. It's you made good use of the things you got from YouTube. I know hindi lang naman akong pinapanood mo. You've gotten so many insights from those YouTubers at kung saan-saan pa. And we're just here. Pili ka na lang ng mga insights and analysis that would be very helpful for you. Pero ikaw pa rin yun ang may kagagawan. So good job to you. I learned the hard way. Akala ko may stop loss CCOL. I basically entered a sell order way below my current price. Uy! Accidentally? Sayang. I learned the hard way. Ayun. Akala. RJ, sa AAA daw may cut loss. Oh, I think alam ko yan kasi I've watched so many videos na meron nga may cut loss level sila. RJ, please note na ang initial deposit sa AA is 50,000. Yun lang. VLL and DMC, tingnan natin. Trevor has a question. VLL. Property sector to. There's a slight bounce, pero there was a rejection at the MA20 line. So, feeling ko, it might go back. Posibleng gagayahin niya yung Merrimart. Merrimart ba yun or BDO na halfway lang yung pag-retrace niya. Pero just watch kung mag-halfway siya. Pero anywhere between 2.92 to 3.26. But basta I just feel like tomorrow and in the coming days, it could dip some more and probably will stabilize around 2.92 level as our support area. And the reason why I said that is because I saw this August 3 to 6 consolidation happen at this level, and then each time it hits that, it bounces. So it's up to you if you want to wait up to this level and enter, or you're already good at this area. You consider this as cheap level. And sometimes I'd say wait for a confirmation. At doon naman papasok yung sinabi ni, kalimutan ko na sino nagsabi kanina, best pag umabot na siya dito. And we say we wait for that bounce, wait for that green candlestick to come out at that level, and that's a bounce. Si DMC naman, DMC, undecided to eh. It started bouncing, but each time we hit the MA20 line, it's struggling at that level. Tingnan mo, ha? You know. So, let us see. Might as well do this. Pwede tayong gumawa ng ganyan. Pero, on the horizontal level, pero really this one is undecided. It's already sitting at the MA20 line. So if you have more movements going up, pwedeng break out na siya of the MA20. Because currently it's just there sitting at that level. And we're also respecting this ascending support for this stock. Overall, wala, sideways siya, oh. People are just conservative kasi I think wala pa masyadong naglalabas ng pera. Lahat uncertain about the next, what's next for us in this period, in the period of the quarantine. Kaya tipid-tipid muna siguro. No one's buying properties. And meron din sa FMSEC, First Metro Sec Pro, TP saka stop loss pero prone to fail. Kasi yung PSE natin is GTC and day lang ang nakaregister sa kanya na function. Kung meron sana tayo noon, mas madali. Oo. Stock jockey, function katabi ng market summary. Meron? Saan? Ay, ito. Ang alam ko kasi mga stock jockey, yung mga nagpupush ng mga price. Ano ba talaga ang meaning ng stock jockey? Sige, hindi ko pa yan masyado nalalaro si stock jockey. Ayun, ito pala. So, yun. Good info, RJ. We'll check AAA. Miss JD, this is a good one. Do you have a mutual fund in COL? No. I have UITF in a different portal. I have Sun Life. So, iba naman yun. Pero for my COL, puro lang ko stocks dyan. Kung wala, ano sa tingin mo yung okay pang investan? I use my UITF kasi may protection side siya. So, mas active ako mag-add ng funds in my stock portfolio for investing purposes. My UITF, where you have a part of your investment go to an investment side and there's a protection. Yun, I think the money I place there would be enough para ma-maintain lang hindi ma-forfeit yung policy ko. Pero lahat may savings. Ang ginagawa ko kasi very lang, simple math, alam yon na every payday, kasi isang manggagawang Pilipino ako, every payday I set aside. Yun talagang rule ko. I set aside a part of my income. So, ang nangyayari, pag payday, dun ako nakakapag-buy some more. Kahit like ngayon, attractive man yung ibang stock, wala pa akong pambili kasi hindi pa payday eh. So, investment-wise, I'd go for stock. I also have UITF for protection. Importante din kasi may protection tayo. Nag-promo RJ, yung AAA. Noong May na 20K lang initial opening. Sayang di rin ako nakapag-open dyan. Sige lang you guys, with you being profitable in your trades, you could open in so many portal. Matagal na ako naipit sa HLCM. May chance pa ba to? Anong average mo dyan, Oceanic Freak? Tingnan natin. Kasi earlier, talked about kung paano ako unti-unting nakakalabas sa MRC. Pero hindi pa naman ako lalabas sa MRC fully. Kasi medyo promising kasi siya. Titingnan ko, anong average mo sa sa HLCM? Ano ba yan? I always go out of the chart tapos magsiset up ulit. Nanonood ba kayo ng mga live ng Instagrams? Ang kulit din ang ganda rin ng mga nila. Uy, ang baba na nito What's your average here? I-hide ko muna to para makita niyo. 6.08. Wala I showed your si RJ. Hala, bakit andyan profile ko sa screen? Kasi I showed your message sa screen. May option dito kasi sa StreamYard. Okay, so Shanic Freak 6.08. Ang lapit mo pa lang, walang have no fear. Akit pa to. Oh, may foreign buying ka na nga, So, I was sharing earlier yung cost averaging na ginawa ko. HLCM, dito yun eh. So, kunwari, paakyat na siya, bullish divergence na siya eh, Tapos, nag-start na siyang mag-bounce. Kaso lang, there's this rejection sa MA20 line. Pero, I just feel na hindi na to aakyat ng sobra. Kung mag-drop man siya up to 4.62. So, kunwari lang, okay? Kunwari, it goes back here. Ano ka? 605. Or dito, kunwari. I-illustrate ko siya, ha? Okay, tapos punta tayo sa cost averaging calculator. Ito. Gagawin mo, hindi tong, may pinupuntahan ako dito na mas easier to look at. Ito. Medyo US lang siya. US yung currency, pero pwede naman yan. So, kunwari lang you have 1,000 shares at 6.05, no? Tapos, ngayon, nasa price level niya is around 4.88. Kunwari, nag-drop pa siya. And it bounced at the 4.62 level. And you want to do a peso cost averaging. So what you can do is buy some more at the 4.62 level because that's where, kunwari, nag-bounce. Another 1,000 at the 4.62 level. So what is your new cost average now? 5.30 na lang. So, what happens next, kunwari, you patiently waited, nag-bounce na siya, at yung next niya, kunwari nandito na siya, kunwari lang, kasi nagka-resistance ng slight dito. And parang babalik pa yata ng MA20, parang kunwari lang na ganun siya. And you decided to take profit, right? Naging 4.62 ka nag-enter, and you exited at 5.57. Pero titingnan mo, 5.33 ang cost average mo niyan. What you can do, don't exit yet the first set. Wag mo muna i-exit itong price na to. Kahit green ka na, wag mo muna i-exit. itong level na to, itong first transaction mo. Bale, naging profitable ka lang sa dito. So, ang i-withdraw mo only the 4.62, which generated a gain of a 20% gain. Right? Pero ang new average mo ngayon is 5.33. On your portfolio, it will show 5.33. Color green ka na kasi 5.58 na yan, no? Huwag mo pa rin siya withdraw kasi in reality, the new or the real average mo sa first set is 601. If you will exit now, kahit green siya, technically, nag-cut loss ka for this transaction. Hintayin mo siya umabot ng 605. Pero feeling mo, nag-bearish pa rin, bumalik ulit siya sa 4.62. Yung pera na nakuha mo out of gaining some money here sa pag-exit mo at 5.57, ibalik mo siya. Balik ka ngayon sa 4.62 kunwari kasi umabot ulit siya sa 4.62. So ang 5.33 mo, hindi na siya ngayon 5.33. Kunwari, kasi no average mo 5.33. Pero tandaan mo, huwag ka muna mag-exit dyan kasi 6.05 mo siya nabili eh. So, ang new average mo ngayon ay lalong napababa. 4.97 ka na lang. Until such time na profitable ka. Even if, let's say, you decide na later on yung transaction mo where you got the 6.01, kahit nainip ka na kunwari, i-exit mo na lang siya ng 5.75, 5.50, profitable ka na. Parang ganun siya. Ayun. Ayan, 6.08. Oceanic Freak, I hope you were able to get insights there. Miss JD, umaga nagising pang maganda ka na niyan mamaya. Oo nga. Oh guys, I'm gonna say good night na kasi 2 hours na pala. Ano daw sabi ni Trevor? MWC and Bloom, I have regrets sa Bloom. Sa pagiging greedy ko, average ko was 6.4 nung nag-8 na. I should have sold it. Ngayon, 6.3 na lang, gain na, naging loss pa o nga. Same thing happened to me, no? When I had the BDO, gain na sana ako nun. Pero sige lang, kaya lang. Ano naman tayo dyan. Kaya very important guys na fundamentals pa rin, yung basis. Okay, if I may rephrase that. Fundamental analysis will give you conviction on which stock to get in. Technical analysis will teach you when to get in. So, kung nag-drop man yan, kahit nag-gain ka, nag-drop man yan, edi bili ka na lang ng mas madami para pag umakyat siya, edi mas maraming shares yung profit mo. Because mataas yung conviction mo on these stocks you entered. Parang ganun lang yan eh. Kasi nangyari sa akin yung sinabi mo Trevor. BDO already gained. Parang nasa 15% yun eh. Pero hindi ako nag-take profit. Kasi at one point, umabot siya ng 110 pesos eh. This period. 100 lang naman yung ko dun. Average. Ayan 112 nga eh. Hindi ako nag-take profit dito. Ngayon, balik siya dito. Kaya mo na. Carry lang yan. Anyway guys, good night. Thank you for accompanying me in this live session. I hope we could catch up again. If I will not be able to do live Thursday pa lang bukas, Friday I'll do live again. Okay? And thanks for watching. Good morning, good night to everyone. Bye-bye.